Hello, my name is Amber Poole. I'm also known as the Chakra Diva. I am a crystal shaman. So, what does that mean? It means I work with crystals all the time. It means that I'm constantly in with spirit, working spirit, thinking about spirit 24 hours a day. I mean, while I sleep and up during the day. I've been a professional energy healer for almost a decade now. And I love every minute of it. So I want to talk to you, and I want to start a series on crystals because I know that there's a lot of questions about how to work with them. I started the Shift Changer membership at my website. It actually starts next week. And what it is I'm going to teach you how to build a relationship, how to get to know your secret special powers so that you can utilize them for the good. So it's shift and change, right? So step into who you are. So you might have to make some shifts, and the change about how you're going to utilize your new gifts. What are you going to do with your gifts and your powers? So because I work with crystals all the time, I'm going to give out 12 workshops. June is the first workshop, and we are going to do the crystal connection. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, if that's okay, and show you a little bit about it. But my teachings are different from other people's teachings. I don't just read out of a book and say, okay, this is what this crystal does. I want you to build a relationship. In shamanism, that's exactly what we do. You build a relationship with everything. So everything has a spirit. That means the trees, and I can tell you trees do speak. They have voices. I got some serious stories I could tell you about that. The trees have a spirit, your rocks have a spirit, the river has a spirit, animals do, people do. These are all our food does. This is all energy frequencies. So I really want you to step into how do I use my gifts. So this month we're going to open up our clairaudience, our clairvoyance, and also sometimes feeling. I'm going to give you some really good stuff to feel, but how to work with your crystals on a more personal level. How do you work with your crystal to expand your psychic abilities so that you are living your truth and you are in alignment? It's not just, I found a stone, I'm going to read a book, and this is what it does for me. Because I can tell you, you will want to have many stones of the same kind. And I'm going to show you an example, because once you get to use your stone and you know your stone and you build a relationship with your stone, you know exactly what it's going to be. So when I'm working with a client and I see, let's say for example, a past life that they misused their power, well, I'm going to go for a honey calcite. But it's not just any honey calcite. There's a specific one that's what the energy of that crystal does. So just because you get a crystal and you say it's rose quartz doesn't mean that it just promotes unconditional love. They do all different sorts of things, and it depends on what level they are at. So, and you're always drawn to them. Like, you will always pick the crystal that you need, but you need to determine why you need it. So I'm going to show you a few. We're going to work with Chrysocolla today. This is one of my latest ones that I'm kind of like binging on. Do you ever get that where you're like, I'm so in love with selenite, 24 hours, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, no, I really love onyx. And it's because you are drawn to the energy of that crystal, of that to what you need. So Chrysocolla, I'm binging on this one. This is my raw Chrysocolla that I got, oh my goodness, I'm going to say like 2 years ago, and I've never used her. Never. Do you ever buy a crystal and never use it? I do it all the time, and it's because I'm just not ready to use that crystal quite yet. My air just kicked on to 90 and I'm getting hot. So, because I wasn't ready to use it yet. And now that I'm binging, now that I'm loving this Chrysocolla, then it was no surprise to me. I had a graduation. My mother bought me a graduation present, and she got me Chrysocolla too. Now you may notice that they are different in color, and that's because this one has more malachite, more azurite in it than this one does. But they're still Chrysocolla. This one's raw, and this one is polished. Do you see that beautiful polish on her? But they do different things. So let's go over, let's say you're reading a book. Let's go over what a Chrysocolla could do. On a spiritual level, Chrysocolla helps you manifest the things that you say throughout your words into fruition. So you have to be extremely cautious over what you say, because what you say will manifest into the universe. It helps you with communication, it helps you with speaking, but in particular, let's say this one is going to help you with your spiritual aspect. And you want it to help you with communication of better relationships, but that's not its job, okay? Chrysocolla, that's primarily what it does. It helps you align to your truth, find your truth, right? This is an overall broad thing of Chrysocolla. It's a teacher stone. So we have different stones. We have healer stones, we have teacher stones, we have masters. So this one's a teacher. And you buy it because you think it's going to help you with communication. But because you don't have all your senses open, you don't know that it's actually helping you manifest everything you say into fruition. So if you are having an argument, if you get this, right, you put it in the middle of your coworker's space, and you and your coworker are always arguing, and you say, hey, well, you know what? This is going to promote communication. But the stone says, oh, no, that's not my job. My job actually is to help you so that no matter what you say, it comes into fruition for you. Isn't that a beautiful gift? And it is. But if you don't know that, and you and your coworker keep bickering, and it escalates, and it brings in more into fruition, so whatever you say to her or him says back to you, blah, 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 it keeps going back and forth. You're just building it and building it up. And then you would say, well, I tried to use that Chrysocolla, but it doesn't help me. Gotta go get another crystal. It's because you weren't in tune with it. You didn't build a relationship with it. You didn't ask it what it wanted. And yes, they talk. Duh. So you have to be very careful. So that's a spiritual level. Spiritual level, this baby helps you manifest through your words. Now let's go to an emotional level. This one is my emotional friend. And as you can see, it's flat, and it really loves to be on my body. Like, as soon as I met this guy, I was like, oh, I just want to sit here all day. And I'm so funny. I'm like, can I make this into a necklace? Is it too big to be a necklace? I hope not, because I'm still considering it. I love it that much. But this is one that I would use in a healing session for my clients or for myself. And when I talk to it, it helps you to see your true self. What is your true alignment? Not the perception of who you're supposed to be, but the actual alignment that you came in here to do. So again, it's a teacher stone. So every time I come to this one and I place it on my heart to expand my heart chakra, or place it on my throat to expand my throat chakra and communication, and I'm angry, let's say I have a problem or I'm mad at something, and it can be external or it can be internal, and then you put it on you, it has this really lovely cooling effect because of the blue energy that is instilled in Chrysocolla. It is a water stone, and we go through them in class, the fire, water, air, and earth. They're all considered earth stones because they're crystals, they're from the earth. However, they actually have different qualities to them. So Chrysocolla is a water stone. It helps you with fluidity, and it helps you with communication. So if I'm really, really angry about something, especially in the external world, I want to use this one on my throat chakra or on my heart chakra, and that way I can understand what the true alignment is trying to teach me, what the true alignment, that my perception is false, my belief is false, whatever I have conjugated in my head is not real, and it helps bring me back into the alignment of oneness, of allness, of love, of the truth. And that's really what I always ask to see. In every session that I do, in every client that I speak to, I always ask to be aligned with the truth. I hate going through perception. It doesn't work. And I hate when, a client's like, will she marry me? And I'm like, oh, yeah. We have to go back to the truth, back to the oneness. So that's what this Chrysocolla does. So on a physical level, let's say you had another Chrysocolla that really loves to work on the physical level. The physical Chrysocolla would be put onto your throat chakra, and it would help you with your throat, your thyroid, things like that. So they all do something different. I'm going to show you how to step into having a relationship with your crystals this month. And I also have a healing. So we have a group online healing where we go to the crystal cave. So anything that you may need to heal, anything that you need to bring up, we're going to do a beautiful group meditation. That's on June 28th. So check it out. And thank you so much for connecting in with the crystals, for coming here, for realizing and knowing that we need to connect in with Mother Earth, and just bringing in some light, some crystal joy and light. I hope to see you there, and I'll talk to you soon.